Ma'am, we are live, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. Um, Mahavir ji, shall we start or you will start?
Mahavir is TA, ma'am. He's
Acha, Mahavir is the TA. Okay, sorry.
Yes, ma'am, I'm TA.
So, anybody from NPTEL?
yeah, Vivo something.
Yeah, I
Neelima.
am from NPTEL, ma'am. I am Srinivas.
Srinivas.
Oh, Srinivas, how are you?
Yeah, good, ma'am.
I didn't
Yeah.
see you, then I thought it is a student. Okay.
No, ma'am. No.
So, Srinivas,
Uh,
you will start the session and then we will take over, right?
no, you can just directly start the session, ma'am. No, nothing to start from our side.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, afternoon, everyone. I think some of the students are on YouTube, and thanks for showing your interest in this course. So, myself, Neelima Satyam, I teach at IIT Indore, and along with me, Dr. Priyanshu is there, but he's not available today. And Vikas is here. Vikas is also your TA for this particular course. Mahavir is also here from IIT Indore. So, dear students, let me know, and I'll just try to brief you about the philosophy of this course. What was the philosophy with which we developed this particular course, and if you have any queries, and kindly feel free to ask me. I'll be very happy. Not just only through this session. I am available even on the email or WhatsApp. My details are on my IT in the website. So we try to facilitate as much as possible, and since this is an online course, I understand if there is any kind of doubts or discussions required, you are free to write to me anytime. Okay. And so the philosophy of the course was went like this. We just I'll just start with like how the thought process also went into this. So we had almost several smart cities, and we have like Ujjain Smart City. I was advisor to the Ujjain Smart City a couple of years back. So during that time, I realized that there is a strong role of not just only civil engineers in basically in building a system. So this course has been aligned. So the problems are in civil engineering, like it can be for energy or waste management or resilient infrastructure, water. So these are the different problems that any kind of city, because India is growing so fast and there is a huge demand on our cities, and natural resources are depleting. So in that regard, how to build sustainable and resilient cities is the goal. For that, like it's not only like our civil engineering has changed its face in the last 25 years. Um, a lot of IoT related things are coming up. We need to have information about sensor systems, or like we need to have information about the communication systems. So it's about an engineering. It's not just only about the specific domain of the civil engineering, like civil engineering in this course. So here the course has two parts. One is like how to build a system, right? Because we're all in some way or other contributing to the smart cities mission of the government of India. So how to build a large systems, and there are different subsystems, understanding this interaction between the systems, human system interfaces. So these are all things like which is a highly multidisciplinary. That is one thing. Then second thing is like there is a lot of scope in the industry for system engineers, okay, or system design engineers or system architects also. So there is a job profile for that. And the second aspect is like the problem centric or the domain specific, which is core civil engineering problem. So if you understand the problem, then only you can build a effective or efficient system, okay, for the smart cities. So with this one, we developed this course, and this is the first time. Actually, I was teaching this course at IIT Indore, and this is the first time I think in the NPTEL also we had this course on smart cities. And at the early stages of an undergraduate student, like for especially for civil engineers, if they can understand like what exactly is happening in the field, so they have more training or understanding to go and get into the core domains of this market. So this is the philosophy of developing the system, this smart cities course. So now like I'll open the floor like to have more dialogue. So because in the sessions are almost like a monologue. So this is a very good platform for both of us to listen from you, take the feedbacks, and if there is anything that we can also, add on, or, to help you, to make you better understand. So let's start the session. So you can unmute and you can ask me. Srinivas?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I open the floor, then how do I know that students have some questions or something?
No, if students are there in the Zoom session, they can just unmute and ask
Yeah,
questions,
but
or they can
I,
chat. Yeah, I think there is a one question on the response sheet, ma'am. Do you have the response sheet, ma'am, with you? In the email, they might
uh,
have shared.
that is related to internship, right?
Yeah.
I saw
Okay.
the question. I think only one question was there. I think some
Okay.
student asked me that. See, mostly, almost even the internships are available with every smart city mission director. Okay, so she asked for something like Ministry of Home, Housing or something. Yeah, it is available. Only thing is you have to go to the websites and you have to write to the executive director or project director of any smart city. See, if you have a smart city in your own city, or whatever nearby, or whichever city you are interested, if I want to work in Varanasi, okay, so you can write to them, and if you want me to help in connecting or something like that, please let me know. I'll be happy to do that. If you're keen to do in Ujjain or Indore, that is very much easy. Lot of students, especially non-civil engineering students, are working in the smart city missions, but don't expect pay because they don't have separate budget for this kind of things. And related to Ministry of Housing, see, Ministry of Housing is huge. They deal with materials, they deal with construction quality and many other things. I don't think so you can fit very well there. More fit, if you really want to pursue your career in smart cities, will be smart city mission directors of there are 100 smart cities in the country, right? So this is the answer to that question what some student wrote to me. So others, if they have anything, please let me know. I know that some of the practicing or from people who are working in the industry also registered for the course because they wrote to me in LinkedIn and other things. So that's a very happy thing, or because such a mixed, people are there. So other students, they don't had any issue or anything you want to ask about the course or tutorials, anything? I think Mr. Chintan, Shashikant ji, I think somebody was there. Okay.
Mm.
Srinivas, shall we wait for some more students to join because this is a holy week?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah, sure. So we'll wait. Others can just think about it. If there is anything, you can just unmute and ask me. Hello? Yeah, Shashikant ji. Hello? Shashikant?
ये मैम हमारा कोई क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड है भी?
I think, this is the standard method of, providing from the NPTEL is like, PDF. So we are giving all the files and they're giving it. So it is not related to me directly. So yeah. So maybe your inputs may be taken care. We will see that.
I was curious regarding the answers given for second assignment. In the second assignment, it is mentioned that the correct answer is CSV files as against PDF, which was guessed by me as the correct.
Let me check. Assignment 2, right?
Yeah, assignment 2.
Assignment, 1 second.
Week 2.
Week 2, assignment 2.
Yeah,
Which question you are referring to?
regarding the.
This one.
Okay, so the following.
Third one, right?
Third one.
Oh,
Acha, okay.
Correct answer is CSV, ma'am.
He's also saying that, huh?
No, he is asking, ma'am.
So what is the query? Your question you are having a doubt with the answer.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, हम तो CSV में.
No.
I was getting the correct answer to be PDF,
Machine readability
and the correct answer provided over here is CSV.
CSV होगी उसका maybe.
I'm not able to understand his question.
Yeah, can you mute me?
It's regarding the Open Government Data Platform.
So the answer is like CSV. I'm not able to understand what exactly your question. I understand. इसका
My
correct
question
answer is CSV.
Yeah, I thought the correct answer should have been PDF. Why is it CSV?
Because we can't change.
Okay.
CSV, we can do the numerical analysis, everything.
Okay. So because it is basically, for processing also, okay, PDF may you cannot do that. So if you want to use the database for any kind of analysis, okay. So there are some analysis tools are available. So for that also it will be better if it is in CSV.
Okay, I got it. So from the numerical compatibility, we need it to
It's
be
a
in
large
CSV.
data.
Yeah.
It's a huge data, right? We cannot that handling the data in PDF. I don't think so. It's easy, right?
Yes, I got that.
Multiple applications using the same data set also sometimes. Like example, Aadhaar card. Okay, that is in every data set, right? It is there with the traffic police related vehicle registrations. It is with our gas registration. Everywhere that is linked, right? So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I could not understand. Like, what is your question?
It's okay.
Because if
It's
you
my mistake.
Yeah, no problem, nothing like that. So if you refer this is related to assignment 2, then I could have understood your question better. Sorry.
That's good idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Shashikant ji, are you working somewhere?
Yeah, I'm in Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur.
Acha, ठीक है, nice. I'm so glad that people are using this course curriculum to start the courses in their universities and writing to me.
Yes,
So
yes.
very good thing to see that like many private institutions, has taken this syllabus framework and using it for their, curriculum.
Yeah, absolutely right. We do use your data for several things.
I think all thanks to NPTEL and Government of India. So
Yes.
they are
NPTEL, Swayam,
connecting
both
us.
of them are doing. Yeah.
I was in Nepal, so they were even, doing our NPTEL, they are watching our NPTEL courses, they are downloading our AICT textbooks, so which is a very good move.
Yes, and even for the employability point of view, also the inputs are very, very useful. Particularly, I belong to civil engineering domain, and I find that those students who are working on NPTEL plus as well as SWAYAM plus are also getting advantage in the interviews and campus placement process. Even for the competitive examinations like GATE, these resources are extremely useful. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Any more questions?
Okay. So,
Professor, in the week 7, we have GIS and digital twins.
yeah,
Are required for the GIS, particularly related to the urban terrain. It will have to be taken from remote sensing, satellite imageries, or maybe by using GPS technologies. So the topics of remote sensing and GPS are expected to be taken a little bit in depth before we proceed further for GIS.
So, 1 second. This is for which one? Which part of the
Week 7.
week 7? 1 second. See, GIS, remote sensing, and the digital twin. The recent one is a digital twin. It all depends upon the scale of the requirement, whatever the problem. Okay, if I'm see, this is a city scale. Mostly, whatever the discussions that we are doing at the city scale, like it can be for utility mapping, or like for pipelines or water distribution network. So, or for power grid, energy distribution, whatever the problem things, or like to understand the planning this transportation and problems, or like alignment related issues. So for everything, it is for the scale. Right now what we are doing is like some piece of information is available with different departments, okay, but that is not many a times what is the basic problem right now with most of the smart cities is like that digitization of the information. They have a huge information in the papers, but that digitization is not been happening at the scale that it is required. I'll tell you example at one of the smart city projects where like that pipeline utility pipelines was not there. Now, like in Ujjain, what they did it, they designed the everything for all utilities. They put it underground, a pipe, okay, where like all like high tension cables, electric lines, sewer line, everything is going within that big tunnel kind of structure. So this is required, and you can decide it in what scale you want it. Like it can be building scale also. Let me tell you, for suppose if there is some building which building scale, like or an apartment kind of thing. So for that, like you want to make that as a net zero building or something like that. So you can generate the digital twin for that scale, or it is a maybe some part of a city scale, like there you can use some drone related surveys you can create, and then make your map. So it all depends upon the scale of the requirement or the study. Shashikant ji.
Yeah, very nice. So that's there, but the inputs that we are picking up should be generated by us, or
But
from
we
where
don't
we
have
can
that.
get.
Yeah, we don't have. If you see the examples in the case studies part, I just explained, especially the most best example which I could see is from Singapore. Okay, so Singapore has a different layers. Recently in November also I have seen their presentations. So they have different layers of information which is built, okay, which help them to make a proper decision. It includes like their flood management, it includes their resource management, traffic related problems, waste management, everything they have it. And this, but the size is, see, Singapore entire country is almost smaller than Delhi size. Okay, so in that regard also it is easy for them. But if you look at our country, so we have information with different departments, like electrical department, municipalities, or like some other department service providers, and that has to be integrated. So that is the reason why this smart city mission has been made by Government of India as an independent, where they will be handling everything.
Yeah, I had been a part of the team which was doing the audit of smart city works, particularly revenue generation through the tax system of towns. So one difficulty that we faced was regarding the office to be placed at municipal corporation. I mean, the server room was kept by the company at their own office in Mumbai, and work was getting done in a different place. And obviously, then in long range, the dependency of the municipal corporation on that particular agency was required. So that was causing problems. So security, reliability, scalability, and so many issues related to the server room at municipal offices is also a challenge that I found being faced by the municipal corporations.
True. Very true. Not just only that, traffic data. Even for Indore and Ujjain, for traffic data, there's some organization from Delhi who has done, but there were so many issues. And again, after that, they were been, approaching us at Indore. So yeah, there are these kind of problems are there. Somewhere or other, I personally feel that people are not able to understand the concept of smart city also. And there are some
True.
firms who are doing piece work, and lot of even in the data also there are lot of extrapolation is happening, especially with respect to traffic data, which are not like suitable for the Indian traffics. Okay, because we have mixed traffic, and they're taking the models from somewhere and then trying to put it up. Yeah, these are all challenges are there. Yes. That's why, like, we have a, long way to go. And if you think that at least like if you're clear what we have to do, then at least like next we can work on that together.
Another issue was regarding the data availability from particularly satellite imageries from different sources, and what resolution need to be required for the municipal applications. Because that makes the product cost extremely heavy if we go for very fine resolution.
Yeah, resolution, if it is for flood management, for suppose. Okay. So I don't think so. We can take whatever the free data sets that we have it, we can use that. That is sufficient. It's not like that. Okay. They're not, but we have to understand for what exactly, for suppose if it is a landslides or any kind of disaster related situations. So maybe for a specific location specific, then maybe some drone surveys can be done to understand the the slope angle and other kind of problems that is there, or like factors that are there. Especially I'll tell you one example of an airport. It is a Bangalore airport, which is on the like a tabletop airport, and where there are a lot of slope problems. And they went for the drone surveys too, because this resolution is not sufficient for understanding the hazard associated, geohazards associated with that airport. Since I was a geotechnical consultant to them, so we were engaged in some part of it. So there are like, it depends again, as I said, like requirement of the data, or the quality requirement of the data for what, we want, what kind of resolution.
The point that I was referring to was related to the city itself. I mean, uh, tax assessment of properties within a city, and that should
There are
be
some
updated
startups.
almost every
There are
year.
some startups which are incubated from IIIT Hyderabad under leadership of K.S. Rajan, Professor
Oh,
Rajan. So
I
they are
see.
giving a lot of service to some of the smart cities, and they have a product which they are using it, and then helping the people in this regard. Don't remember the name of the startup, but it is almost 4 5 years old.
No, the product that we used for our town was having a resolution of 0.61 meter resolution.
Okay.
And long back, of course, in 2010-12, I think it was bought at a price of around 10 lakh rupees from NRSA Hyderabad.
Okay, okay. I think I'm aware of that, but I think this one was very interesting because I've been asked to connect them with the smart cities of Madhya Pradesh. So that's where like I was just interacting briefly, but I could not do that later. And that's how I know. But I was aware that like some of the smart cities, they were using this product, especially for building their electricity, and guiding them to make it more efficient, or towards the net zero or something.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor.
Yeah, thank you. So what about others? Himali, Monarch, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I didn't took this as a exam course, but I was interested to know like what are new technologies going on in this sector. That's why I was attending this program.
Okay. So you could go through that, like assignments and other things. Anything you have? Any
Ma'am,
clarifications?
actually, IoT and other thing I was knowing recently.
Okay.
Then there are smart tracking systems such as water consumption. Like nowadays, lot of flats are being built in city areas and all. For that, daily water consumption and how much energy they are using and all are logged. And the CCTV records and all are also being kept. As well as IoT is also used in many equipments.
Okay,
As well as
monitoring.
self-driving vehicles are also there for new technologies. So I was exploring these topics also. Actually, my branch is not computer science, but actually I was interested in these sensors and all. That's why I was looking after that.
So what is your background? Civil or like what?
Mechanical engineering, ma'am.
Okay. So you are a student, Mona?
No, no, ma'am. Actually, I'm doing MBA, but I'm also working right now.
Okay, nice. So if there are no questions, shall we close this particular session? Maybe please feel free to write to us. I can leave my email ID again here if you want. Otherwise, you can check it up. It's available, and you can contact TS or me anytime. We are always happy to, clear if there are any queries. I'm just typing my email ID here. Please feel free to interact. Don't worry, and we are here to, and also I'm leaving my WhatsApp number for you to just connect if you have anything to discuss. Okay, Srinivas, shall we close this session? Can you check in YouTube any other queries?
Yeah, one query is there, ma'am. He asked how to extract data, then quantum computing. Can you help me in this project?
I think there is a question in YouTube. 1 second, we are reading that. What was the...
Yeah, please share your WhatsApp number. Yeah,
shared?
पर delay चल रहा है वहाँ पे YouTube पे actually, so it will show in a minute. It can't be Zoom. We can't Zoom it.
Can you help in projects? I think I already mentioned that, like, you can write to project directors or mission directors of these, any of the smart cities mission. We have 100 smart cities as per the government of India. So kindly write to them. They'll be very happy to have any kind of live projects which are happening. They can take you as intern. You can write to them. Even, let me tell you, even some of the collectors also will be very happy to have you. Okay, so I know some of the students are working with some of the collectors, and I can connect you with the Vidisha collector if you are in Madhya Pradesh. Only because I'm saying that because it will be near for you to just work there. So they are doing a lot of projects related to water, traffic, and other things. So yeah, projects are not a problem. A lot of scope is there to do that. And then second one is like, what is this, Professor? Can you
help me?
Uh,
How
so
to
please
contact
make it very specific questions because I'm not able to understand some of the questions.
Maybe he's not here, so maybe he can't see your number and
How to contact you, I have written that. And then something related to quantum computing. I didn't understand what was the question about quantum computing because that is very big. And I don't think so. Our scope of this particular course is related to that. But if you really write any more specifically about your query, because just a quantum computing, I'm not able to understand that.
ma'am, your number they can't see in YouTube.
I think my WhatsApp number is available on my institute webpage. You can check there, and I posted here in the Zoom link here. So I think YouTube students cannot see that. Don't worry, it's already available, and
I will attach your link in description.
I think that's all the questions in the YouTube link. Any more from here? But try to do at least like 1 or 2 months internship with any of this smart city mission and any of the projects which they are handling, either waste related, water related, traffic related, whichever interest to you. And then really that will help you to get insights about what exactly happening on the ground, and whatever the learning that you had, it can be implemented at the ground. So maybe if there are no more questions, like we'll try to close these sessions, and maybe we'll have more frequent sessions based upon the requirement and other things. And I think the students in YouTube are being more active than in Zoom call, I guess.
Yeah, he's not
Except-
here in Zoom call.
Sure. Okay, very nice interacting with you. So we'll close this session for today. Thank you so much.